She gets in.
Yes, we have boarded. We're going to Romania for 5 days.
Yes.
What's our plan?
Just first plan is to arrive safely. Second plan is to exchange the euros. Third plan is to take the correct bus and go to the accommodation.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. After we landed in Bucharest, we took a bus to the city center, and while going there at the busiest intersections of the city, we saw the Arc de Triomphe, which reminds the passers-by of the Romanian army's victory in the First World War. We also caught a glimpse of House of the Free Press, which was considered to be one of the tallest buildings in the cities, and it was intended to house all the Bucharest's printing presses, newsrooms and their staff.
The first day we checked into our hotel and went straight to eat. And believe me, that's all we did. But oh boy, the pork, it was the best pork we've ever eaten. The food came with a lot of fries and we ate all of it. So this one's called Hugo and that's the regular Aperol Fizz. The next morning, we started our city exploration.
Antim Monastery is one of the most beautiful monasteries in Bucharest and is considered a masterpiece of the late medieval art in Wallachia. This monastery was built in 1715 by the Metropolitan Bishop Antim Ivirianul, the Patriarch of the Orthodox Church. Initially, he intended this monastery to be a refuge for fallen women and refugees as a seat of learning, and hence it was shaped like a fortress with the church in the center.
It's such a colorful place. Looks beautiful. Love the center courtyard.
The artistic realization of the monastery represents an eloquent testimony of Bucharest's cultural life from the beginning of the 18th century. This monastery church is particularly known for its icons featuring scenes from the Nativity and Revelations painted in 1812 by Peter Alexandrescu. The sculptures on the wooden double doors of the church were executed by the Patriarch himself.
A lot of pigeons. And lots of nice flowers over here. Lots of roses. The city is extremely green. There are lots of parks and all the pavements. They have a lot of trees on both sides. Looks like a very neat and clean and green city. The dividers have small fountains. The cars, of course, go really fast. Feels pretty nice to walk. Yep. So, this place is Piața Unrii, or whatever the pronunciation is, 1. It's a giant square. Just stopping by to grab a quick breakfast. After breakfast, we went to the church of Saint Anthony the Old Coat. It was built in the middle of the 16th century and currently it's the oldest surviving temple in Bucharest. Over the centuries, the church was destroyed several times as a result of fires and earthquakes in the city. We enjoyed this church and it was time to head on to the next one. Well, in all the Orthodox churches that we have been to so far. Everywhere we've seen outside there's a place where you can light candles. It's different from the other churches we've been to in Western Europe or all over the world where you light candles inside.
Apparently there was a wooden church over here which was, according to the legend, built in a single day. But after it got destroyed, this was the church which was built again. So it's a historic in one sense that it was built in a one day, the wooden one. But now this is the rebuilt one.
Cool. We're at the Cretulescu Church. Looks stunning from outside.
Built in early 1700s, Cretulescu Church is one of the city's most beautiful and oldest churches steeped with history. Overcoming multiple earthquakes and still maintaining its charm and fairy-like beauty, this is a true survivor and was one of the main witnesses to the end of the communist period in Romania. And to the side of this church now stands a memorial bust of Corneliu Copusu. Revolution Square is considered to be one of the most important and representative public markets in Bucharest and a landmark of local and national history. This is a place infused equally with a cultural and historical load. The building of the Union of Romanian Architects became one of Bucharest's top tourist attractions because of its architectural value, and it is now an iconic architectural gem in the Revolution Square. Revolution Square was the focal point of the two mass revolts which buried the regime into the pages of history between 1968 and 1989. Today, a lot of iconic attractions are present on all of its sides. Here lies the Royal Palace, which now houses the National Museum of Art in Romania, and also it includes the building of the former Central Committee of the Romanian Communist Party, presently known as the Senate Palace. This building evokes both the glory days and the fall of the Nicolae Ceausescu regime. It was from the balcony of this building that he made his last speech to the gathering of more than 100,000 citizens in the square on the 21st of December 1989. In 2005, to commemorate the bloodbath in 22nd December 1989, a monument called the Eternal Glory to the Heroes of the Romanian Revolution of December 1989 was placed near a small square called the Morning Square, where a 25 meters high obelisk also rises as a symbol of people's desire for freedom.
So this is the memorial to all those who lost their lives in 1989. This one right here is the Victory Path. Now we are going to a garden to get some work done and also to rest for a little bit. Been walking for quite a while now.
Yes.
Throughout Bucharest there are chairs like these with Bucharest written. A classy place to chill. The park has auto cleaning washrooms. There's one right behind me, and there are places to fill your water bottles as well, so that's cool. So did a nice half an hour 40 minutes of work over here.
Yes.
And now back to exploring. We'll just walk around the park a little bit. Won't be doing boating under sun at this moment. Idea right now is to see one monastery, one church, and also to eat. We're also a bit thirsty as well. Might have something to drink as well.
Yeah. We are considered to be the ones who bring rain wherever we go. It has been the case since Genoa, Pisa, and now it was same over here also, at least for the last day. But
It's bright and sunny, and
Yes.
so we have shades out.
Yep.
Over here, McDonald's still has its red board. It's not green yet. We are going to eat at the Kurukubir restaurant right now and not during dinner. So, what did the waiter just tell us about the Bram Plum Palinka?
The shot we are about to have is very, very strong. He asked us 3 times, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" It's very strong. It's very strong. Are you sure? We are like,
Yeah.
we will give it a try. Definitely will give it a try.
So these are the shots, and this one is the strong one. So we have ordered the zakuska, which is a traditional Romanian eggplant dip. It comes with bread, and for main course we have ordered the grilled turkey, smoked sausage and pork neck. So the zakuska has just arrived. It came with these nachos kind of bread. And here we have the grilled meat platter. So this would be the pork neck. Over there you have the sausages, and this one would be the turkey breast. Can't wait to dig in. It's really tasty. Next up for the shots. I can guarantee that the shots are strong. Did you find it to be strong?
I found it to be okay.
Looks really juicy.
It is.
Zakuska is A class. Not to forget, the potatoes are great as well, and so does the smoked paprika look. This is really good. The potatoes are very good. This one's the grilled turkey breast. So I'm just gonna dip it in some mayonnaise. It's like this mustard mayonnaise. It's well cooked. There's a bit of flavor from the grill, and otherwise the mustard mayo goes really well with the turkey. I'm liking it. Now Shalini is going in for the pork neck.
Yes. Let's see. Wow.
Tastes that great, right? Going in for the smoked sausage. The grill marks are amazing. Apart from pork, there's actually cheese in the sausage. Makes it even juicier. The outside was actually crunchy.
Okay.
It's juicy and the flavor is amazing. There's a very good smoky flavor to it. Bran from Bran Castle. What's the final review? Alright, that sums it up. The restaurant's name is Kurukubir. It's really, really, really recommended by us. That had to be one of the best lunches we've ever had, right?
Yes.
One of the best restaurants we've ever been to.
Fine dining at its peak.
Yes. And now the idea is to go back to the monastery.
Since it's just a few steps, so away.
Yes,
from
exactly, exactly. It's the place where we ate in the morning. We had the what is it called? We had something sweet over here, and now we'll go inside because at that time it was service time.
The tiny Stavropolius church is one of the most beautiful religious monuments in the capital of Romania. Tucked away between the taller buildings in Bucharest's old town, this splendid 18th century monument was originally part of Stavropolius Monastery with its exterior walls and ceilings covered in paintings and decorative elements.
The medium cornet of vanilla kiwi. Tastes good?
It was the thing which was required.
Yes, we just got vanilla kiwi flavored softie. Been a while we've had softies. You can recharge your bus pass from one of the many kiosks over here in the city. You'll find them in the major bus stops.
Yes.
And each journey costs 3 Romanian lei. Yeah.
Irrespective of distance, it's always 3. It starts
Yeah.
from 3. The minimum distance is 3, the maximum distance is 3.
Yeah. And you can use one bus card for as many people as you want to.
Yes.
The water was great.
It was indeed so refreshing.
Yes, so a larger fountain in the middle of the streets. So, in the middle you have this fountain, and then you have the main road, and after that you've got these fountains on both sides. It's where we were playing around. How was it?
It was so cool.
This place once was ruled by the communists, and today on the roofs you have billboards of Coca-Cola, MI, Pepsi, and whatnot. We are at the monastery of Radu. Looks beautiful inside. Like most Orthodox places, candles are outside. Very different from the ones we have already visited. Yes.
We can fill water. Yes.
Yes, indeed. So, this place to fill your water bottles. Actually, there are cups over there as well kept if you are thirsty. It's actually called the monastery of Radu. Radu? Looks so colorful.
Radu Monastery is one of the most renowned monastic establishments within the Romanian Patriarchate. Damaged by the earthquakes of the 19th century, the monastery was thoroughly repainted and rebuilt. Today, it is a place of worship and pilgrimage and houses the relics of Saint Nectarius, and around 22 monks live here. To the northwest side of the church survives a bell tower that preserves its medieval form.
This one behind me is the bell tower at the Radu monastery complex. Let's see if it's wine or water down there. What do you want it to be? Let's see if it is indeed that.
Pani.
Pani? Okay, so it's water. A great way to reduce plastic is to use your own recyclable water bottles.
Yes.
And here we have a limousine in the middle of the city. Looks cool. I've seen very few limousines before, and this one looks nice. And we are at the Patriarchal Cathedral complex. That's the bell tower of the Patriarchal Cathedral. And this one is the Patriarchal Palace.
The Patriarchal Cathedral of Saints Constantine and Helene is a popular religious destination in Bucharest dedicated to the two famous saints. A hidden gem of Bucharest, it is considered to be the head church of the Romanian Orthodox. The original cathedral was built in the 1650s and had underwent a number of restorations over the centuries, and the most recent restoration was completed in the early 1960s.
Your thoughts about today?
We walked a lot. We had more than 25,000 steps by now, but it was too good. Like, I think we covered every inch of the old town of Bucharest, more or less. It's good.
We've come out through the other gate of the Patriarchal Church complex, and now we'll go to the Carol 1 Park. It's called Carol 1 Park, right?
Yes.
We have almost reached the Carol Park. That would be our last stop in Bucharest for the day.
Yes.
The Bolt taxis over here literally remind me of YouTube advertisements. What does it remind you of? Bolt?
The advertisements mainly. Same.
We've reached the Carol Park, and in front of us, I'll zoom in, we've got this monument, and apparently there's a perennial fire over here.
So this is the Nation's Heroes Memorial and Mausoleum. It was built in the 1960s by the then communist rulers to commemorate the death of so many people long time back. And after the end of communism, this had a major importance in the history of Romania. It's renamed now as the Nation's Heroes Memorial. It hosts the remains of Romanian soldiers, and the flame over there burns for the unknown soldiers.
Lakshana Shiriota is very popular over here.
Yes. So how was it? The overall experience?
It was very good. Started off with a lot of monasteries, lots of churches, had food at a church, then had an amazing time eating traditional Romanian food and drinks, and then the park. Of course, the walks were really nice. So I can say overall it was a great experience. So this brings us to the end of our vlogging in Bucharest for the day.
Yes.
We reached here last evening, and it was a real fun, let's say 36 hours so far.
Yes.
A lot more to go.
Yes.
Tomorrow we are going to go to the resort town of Constanta by the Black Sea. So we'll see you tomorrow morning, I guess. So bye bye.
See you tomorrow.
It's a brand new day and
Yes.
we are on our way to Constanta.
Today is the first day we are availing the metro over here, so it will be a new experience.
Yes, we're gonna take the metro line 1 to go to the North Railway Station, and from the North Railway Station we have our trains booked till Constanta.
Yes.
Really excited for it.
Yeah.
This is our metro ticket. Costs 3 lei each, like the buses. The metro stop looks pretty nice. Looks modern. Here's our metro to go to the train station. Let's go. We are in the metro. We have got down at Gare du Nord, the North Railway Station, and right now we'll make ourselves to the train station, from where the regional expresses leave. It took about 20 minutes?
Yes.
20 minutes or so to reach. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got up from the metro stop from there, and right outside you have the train station.
We are looking forward to our train journey. It's said the Romanian trains are slow, but the views are pretty amazing. So let's just hope. This is for sure that the train will be late. I mean, it will be slow, but I hope the views are great.
Yeah. Our
We'll make
train
our way
number's
to the
called
station now.
train number's called IC 538, so the interregional trains. Yeah, we've already booked our tickets online, and we selected seats as well.
Yes.
So let's go to Constanta. If you haven't booked your tickets online, there are a lot of kiosks from where you can get your tickets, and there are also manned kiosks. So our train leaves at 9:30. Right now it's 8:40. They haven't yet given the platform number. We are waiting for that. Yeah, there's also a place from where you can get inside the station directly from the metro. So no need to go outside if you don't want to. And this is what the train station looks like. There's a KFC, some restaurants. Maybe we can walk a bit towards the platforms.
Definitely Shialda station, right? Shialda station, you to metro the direct. There is this connection to the main railway,
Yep.
the east-west metro.
Yes, that there is. A Starbucks, couple of shops selling snacks. It's also a photocopy shop. And for the first time, I think outside India, I can see a shop called Xerox.
Ooh, definitely Howrah station, Shialda station.
There are some exchange shops as well. You can see a washroom too.
Euro 4.75 है और अच्छा 4.9. Zero calorie, zero salary.
If they say so. The train's coming at platform number 10. We just need to find the first coach. Good enough? Yeah, pretty good. Yep, these two. 31 and 33. Cool.
Contrary to the belief that the Romanian railway can cause massive delays, we had a pretty smooth train ride to Constanta. Our train took exactly 2 hours as mentioned in the ticket, and it was quite a scenic one.
Welcome to the Louvre Field. washroom is that there's a window with a nice view. Otherwise, standard mirror, a wash basin, some soap, some tissues, and fairly okay toilet. That was the loo review. We've come out of the train station. We need to take the bus number 101 to go to the old town, and we are trying to see from where we can get the tickets. We think that this is the ticket counter. So it's just outside the railway station. She's trying to use Google Translate to see what the ticket means. And we have taken bus 101. It is really sunny and hot here at this moment. First glimpses of the Black Sea from here. It's the Cathedral of Saint Peter and Paul. In front, there are some ruins. We'll check out what these exactly are. And then we have the cathedral. So there's some description as well, but it's all in Romanian. So we're checking if we can scan it and get something in English. Like most of the cathedrals, it's also really colorful.
The Cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul is the seat of the Romanian Orthodox Archbishop of Tomis and also serve as a monastery. Situated between the Ovid Square and the Black Sea in front of the Archbishop's palace, this Greco-Roman style cathedral offers great views towards the sea and is an example of stunning Orthodox paintings present inside. Historically known as Tomis, Constanta is the oldest continuously inhabited city in Romania, founded around 600 BC. Today, the ancient Tomis is buried under the modern port city. Several excavations have been conducted within the city itself. Large chunks of ancient masonry are spread seemingly throughout this city, bearing an unfortunate resemblance to parts of the old city. On one side, on the other side of the sea, there are a lot of old buildings out there which have been preserved in their original state.
Historic monuments.
Yes. Loads of old architectures out here. And they have been preserved, just a little bit remodeled, but they have been preserved.
This is the casino of Constanta, an iconic structure of the city, but unfortunately at this moment it's under a lot of scaffolding, so it's not as pretty as in the pictures.
Yes, unfortunately. Random strolling through any part of the city always leads to a lot of different things to observe, and one such thing is located over here. Entire structure is a little bit different compared to what we have seen in Bucharest. Unique. We are approaching
Casacule. Looks nice.
Yes. Imagine how grand it was years and years back.
We've got 4 lions.
Yeah. The lion house.
Oh, is this called House of the Lion?
Yes.
Okay. Casacule. Yeah, makes sense. Here you have really old pretty buildings. Someone's got mail. Smack in the center of the city. The plan is to enter the mosque and go up to the top of one of the minarets. I don't know how many minarets are there in this mosque. Anyways, we'll go up on one of those and
Get the city view.
get the city view.
Now we are going up the stairs to get the city
Of the
view.
mosque, they look nice, look like any other mosque.
Yeah.
The main X factor of this mosque is that you can climb the minaret.
Yes.
We're doing right now to have a view of the entire city.
Yeah. For the entry, we need to pay 6 li per adult. But if you are a Muslim, I think you do not have to pay anything, because when we were asking for the tickets, she specifically asked if you're Muslims or not. So, yeah, here we are, nearly there.
It's not a long climb,
Yes.
but still it's a climb.
Yeah. Here we are. This is the main old town. As you can see, no cars are allowed to go inside that area. It's just a pedestrian area.
Yes.
Amazing view out here. The boat is out here. We got a clear view now. And we have the Ferris wheel right over here.
What do you think from up here?
It's beautiful. It's picturesque. Actually, it's pretty picturesque. You have the Black Sea over there, and you have the entire settlement on this side. It's pretty.
It's the first time we've climbed any mosque. Up at a distance, we can see the beaches. So there are a couple of beaches in Constanta. I don't think it's the right day to go to a beach. Of course it is if you enjoy the sun. But we have no intentions of getting sunburnt. There are some very old buildings here in the city. And down there, that's the house with the lions, the Casa Lei. Are you hungry now?
Very. We are famished, and the next plan is to fill our stomach first, then the rest.
Do the rest of the sightseeing.
Yes.
Done seeing the mosque. Now time for some food in the old town. What say?
Yes, we need it.
This is the center of the old town, like in most European cities. It's a giant open space, pedestrians only. It's pretty good. And this gigantic building in front is the National History and Archaeology Museum of Constanta. So we got down at the bus stop at Ovidia, and here we have Ovidia. Oh, Tabat Durga Puja vibes. We decided to stop over here. No particular choice. The menu just looked extensive. Our cocktails have arrived. What have we ordered?
Here, this is the tequila sunrise, and this is the Mai Tai.
Tequila sunrise and Mai Tai. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And the food has arrived. The fish and chips, it looks great. And the chips has some cheese on top. Do you think that the fish is from the Black Sea?
Maybe. Has to be. I mean, that's the nearest source. So, yes.
Let's see what's inside this silver foil. It's actually a lemon. Very interesting.
Digging into the pasta. It's tasty. It's cheesy and it's melting inside. It's good.
Beautiful.
It's good.
I'm going to go straight in for the fish and chips. We'll grab a nice chunk,
Yeah.
dip it in the sauce. Here we go.
Yeah.
The panko crust is really crunchy. And the fish, it's fresh. Tastes like any other good fish and chips you might have eaten. And the chips, like I said before, it's got some grated cheese on top.
Yeah.
And it's crispy. I think you can tell from the noise.
Yeah, huh? You want to squeeze some lemon on top of this. Yeah, huh? Now have a bite.
Fish and lemon, match made in heaven. Now that was a nice meal. We also managed to fill our water bottles, which is great. There's some Turkish population over here, as well as that since historically there were some Turkish people living over here. That was a Turkish bakery.
All those items look delicious, by the way.
Yeah, too bad we are full.
Yeah.
And this is the popular art museum. Timp Constanta, Tomi. So it's related to the Tomis, the excavation site we saw in front of the first church. Would be linked to that, right? We got some Turkish snacks from the bakery for our evening.
Yes.
Yes, so evening is gonna be nice with some Turkish snacks.
Constanta is today one of Romania's largest cities and an important cultural and economic center, worth exploring for its archaeological treasures and the old town's architecture. Its historical monuments, ancient ruins, grand casino, museums, shops, proximity to beach resorts make it the focal point of Black Sea coast tourism.
This is the promenade, and that's the Black Sea.
After taking a stroll through the promenade, which is adorned with well-maintained gardens, plenty of benches to watch the sea, we made our way back to Bucharest. We enjoyed every moment the city had to offer, albeit for a short while.
It is currently 6:30 in the morning and we have checked out of our hotel. Tonight we'll be staying over at Brasov, which is another beautiful city in Romania.
Yes.
The thing is that today we have opted for a group tour to the castles in Transylvania. You can do them on your own if you rent a car or even by public transportation, but then it takes a little bit of time. So if you're short on time, like us, you can use a lot of any of the many tour operators for this trip.
And for the record, I won't say bright, I won't say it's sunny, but it's not cloudy at the same time. It's good weather right now. Hope it stays the entire trip.
Yes, indeed. So this was the street where we had our hotel. The pickup point is around half an hour from here by walking, or about 20 minutes by tram and bus. So we'll see how we reach. So we'll go to the pickup point, meet our tour guide and start the day. And I am promoting this. We have almost reached the pickup point. Kind of need to go to the loo. And let's see where we find it. What's up?
Use the washroom at the Grand Hotel Bucharest. Nice.
The only thing remaining now is to find the bus. It might be adventurous today, and I'll explain why in a while. So the tour that we have booked today starts from Bucharest. Yes. We booked it on Viator, and the description over there was that we're going to go first to the Palace Castle, then to Bran Castle, which is the Dracula Castle, and finally to Brasov, where we plan to stay over for the night. And the tour group is going to return to Bucharest. So that was the original plan, but yesterday while contacting the tour guide, we got to know that the plan that he has is to do Bran Castle after going to Brasov, because the tour group needs to eat after the Palace Castle at Brasov, so it leaves us in a bit of a pickle, right?
Yes,
So
because we had our booking at Brasov.
Yes, exactly.
So if the Bronze Castle is being done at the last, we have an alternative. We have looked for the alternative plan, but let's just stay optimistic that it will be in our favor.
Exactly. So worst case scenario, if the tour group indeed goes to Brasov before going to Bran Castle, then from the Bran Castle there's a bus which goes to Brasov, to the outskirts of Brasov. So we're gonna do that.
Yes.
Worst case scenario. So let's see.
Keeping our fingers crossed.
Yes. So what are we having for breakfast?
We are starting with the grapes. We'll move on with other fruits soon.
Are they good?
Yes, that. It's slightly different, but it's good.
We are going to cross the Arc de Triomphe again. And now we'll cross House of the Free Press. There are a lot of tour groups.
Yeah.
After a 5-minute walk from the parking, we have reached the castle. Looks beautiful.
Palace Castle was the beloved residence of Carol I, a prince from 1866 and then the King of Romania from 1881 until his death in 1914.
Lots and lots of crowd over here to get in, lots of tour groups. The good thing is that while waiting for your tickets, you can use the washroom, and there's places over here to fill your water bottles as well.
With a total number of 160 rooms including a theatre hall and a concert hall, 7 terraces decorated with the statues of the king and the queen, numerous other decorative objects done from the Carrara marble, the castle was an impressive residence fit for its political and cultural functions. The interior decorations of the castle were given constant attention as the best designers of the time worked on themed styles for each room. Some of the most notable are the music room, the library, the Turkish salon, the theatre hall, or the honor hall. Given his military background, King Carol also had a solid knowledge and interest in weapons. His collection from the weapons room has over 4,000 pieces, including a complete knight and horse armor, a unique one in Romania.
And with that, we are exiting the castle.
Yes. This castle is a must-see attraction if you are passionate about stories of royalty, splendid architecture, and history.
One adventure has been avoided.
Yes.
So the tour operator did confirm that we'll go to Grand Castle next. So that's one solution.
Yes.
The next thing is that for Sighisoara, the place we'll go after Brasov, we just got to know that the hotel we booked is already full. I don't know how it happened, but we'll try to explain to you later on.
Yes.
So we'll book another hotel for day after tomorrow while we make ourselves to the bus.
Yeah.
To return, no, not to return, to go to Bran Castle next.
Grand Castle.
And for the time being, Palace Castle is done. It was pretty beautiful, right?
It was very grand.
It was
very beautiful. Definitely. Now I know why it's one of the most grand
and beautiful palaces in Romania.
Exactly.
I like the secret door
Chambers.
in the library.
There are 2 secret doors as we have been told, and it's quite unique. Up close, the royal life.
Yes.
After having a tour of the beautiful palace castle, we then made our way to Bran Castle. Between 1377 and 1389, Bran Castle was built atop a strategic location overlooking a widely frequented mountain route between Transylvania and Wallachia, the territory governed by the Vlad the Impaler in the 15th century.
We have reached the Dracula castle or the Bran castle. That's the castle. It's a narrow way to go up, and there are a lot of people waiting. Just before entering the castle, there's the washroom.
Bran Castle is popularly known as Dracula's castle in the region and worldwide because of its link to the renowned vampire. Due to his medieval bloodlust, the king Vlad III Dracula or Vlad the Impaler is often thought to be the basis for Count Dracula. He enjoyed torturing people and would impale his opponents on the battlefield to deter his other foes. Rumors of Vlad Tepes being the inspiration for one of the most iconic characters of Count Dracula popularized Bran Castle as Count Dracula's castle. There is a narrow stone-carved staircase inside this castle that once functioned as a secret passage during emergencies. It connects the first floor to the third and is built in such a way that only one person could fit through at a time. A fake fireplace concealed the entrance to this tunnel, which left it undiscovered for generations until Queen Mary decided to renovate the castle in 1920. Romania has many mythological stories about spirits, creatures, and other beings that come out at night to torment the people living in and around Bran. The history of dreads exhibit at Bran Castle sheds some light on some of these mythological creatures like the Grim Reaper, the Strigoi, werewolf, and many others.
So, that's it for the Bran castle.
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes. It
Now
has
we are
its own
starving.
style.
Yeah, it does. Now we need to eat and then go to Brasov.
Yes.
We are going to eat some minced meat kebabs again.
Yes.
The traditional Romanian style.
Yes.
Just a quick meal before we head over to the bus.
Yeah.
Grill father.
No joke, it's real.
It's real. Let's dig in, yeah.
Yes.
Fry cheers. Nice. We'll finish the food.
We know these are fries, but still, all of them taste differently.
Yeah. There's some herbs on top.
Exactly. That's why it's so different.
Yeah. So we'll make ourselves to the bus after
Yes.
finishing the food. See you later. The food was good, even though it did not look huge.
Yeah.
It was pretty filling. It was good. And we have spotted our bus. Viking, exploring the world in comfort. And we have reached Brasov. Just reached, and it's not raining over here, which is very good. And we got down with our backpacks because we won't be returning to Bucharest with the rest of the group. We will be staying over at Brasov. And here they have copied Hollywood. And this would be the city center of Brasov.
House with the eyes.
So we bid goodbye to our tour guide and to the rest of the group. And now we are on our own. We'll stay over in Brasov.
Yes.
And now we'll enter.
The Black Church.
Yes. To enter the Black Church, you need to buy tickets from the gift shop in front of it. It costs 20 lays per person. This one's the gift shop from where you buy the tickets. It's right in front of the church.
The Black Church from Brasov is one of the most beautiful Gothic monuments in Romania. It also has the highest mechanical organ in the country, the largest collection of oriental carpets outside Turkey, and one of the oldest altars in Transylvania. The Black Church from Brasov is 90 meters long, 25 to 37 meters wide, 65 meters tall, with a capacity of receiving up to 5,000 people. The construction of the church started in the 14th century and took many centuries to be built, went through a lot of violent attacks by the Ottoman and the Tatar armies. Still, the worst came in 1689 when a devastating fire destroyed the town. Only the walls, the front, and the treasury from the vestry survived from the building known as the Black Church ever since. The monument was rebuilt in the 18th century, but its restoration work continues even today.
We are out of the Black Church and now exploring the city. Now we are going to go to the Stadas Fori. It's probably the narrowest street in Europe. Indeed narrow. It gets crowded very easily. Does look very colorful, right?
These things are to be preserved. I mean, this is encouraged by the government.
Lovely. And we are out. That was fun. So what are these called?
Eyes of the house. As if the houses are peeking at you.
Brasov is one of the most popular places to visit in Romania. The city is the prettiest, with a charming, well-preserved medieval old town that is packed with attractions. The evocative buildings and cobble streets have given this city the reputation of being a fairy tale town.
Now we are off to Casa Beijing. It's not a sightseeing site, it's our hotel.
Yes.
It's a small room but looks like a cozy one. This definitely needs some chili flakes. Let's see. It's on point. Going for the duck. Looks nice and juicy. Sauce is dark. It's juicy. We asked for it to be medium and it is medium. The skin is not crispy but it's pretty tasty. I'll go in for the pumpkin puree. It's really smooth. Overall, quite decent. Good morning. So we spent the night in Brasov, as I had told you in the previous vlog, and today we'll be going to Sighisoara. It's another town north of Brasov. It's also pretty picturesque, and the plan is to stay over there tonight and tomorrow evening to return to Bucharest, from where we have our flight the next day to return to France. Yep, that's the plan. And Casa Beijing was good for a night, Can recommend this place for a night or two, not more. Yeah. From Brasov, we are going to be taking a train to Sighisoara. The idea is to reach Sighisoara just after noon. Right now it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and we'll check in first. We'll go to our hotel and then start exploring the city. What's up? What's up in the morning?
We woke up early again, but not so early for our next stop.
And we are at the Brasov train station. There's an exchange office here as well. There are a few places to eat over here, so we'll have breakfast and then hop on the train. We got a chicken schnitzel sandwich and a ham and cheese croissant.
Looks delicious. We'll have a bite. ভালো খেতে।
It's above decent.
Okay.
It's a very cute and small railway station. Our train has arrived. A little different seating arrangement over here. It's like, yeah.
Enjoying the ride.
It's time for the low review. Let me search for the low first. Here's the mirror, pretty alright. Then the wash basin, it's okay. There's water, but no paper. And that's the toilet. And I'm not going to show you what's inside. It's not good. Overall, it's okay. Use it for emergencies. And we have reached. We got off at this narrow platform. I don't know if it even qualifies as a platform, but yeah, that's makeshift platform. Yeah, exactly. This is going to be a very interesting way of crossing the tracks. Let me show you. So there's this makeshift bridge, wooden bridge. Sighisoara. That was our train. Not a very big station. It's a 20-minute walk to our hotel from the main railway station. We'll check in first. We already have the information on how to self-check-in over there. We'll freshen up, rest for a while, and then walk to the old town. We can see some Austrian influence over here as well. Things are written in German apart from in Romanian. And the place looks very colorful. This building is bright red. What does it look like?
As if it's being covered with a red carpet, velvet carpet.
Indeed. Open drains next to the pavement. And that there is the old town. Looks picturesque, right? The river over here looks straight out of a storybook. We've come across a local market on our way. Won't be stopping there because there's a lot to see today. Random on the streets, there's a horse carriage. There are actually people putting load on the carriage. Now this is very interesting. We thought of stopping by this church behind me on our way to the hotel, but then this church is closed at the moment. So anyways, it wasn't anyways planned for us to see this church. It's just a local one on the way. It's called Basilica Orthodox Romana, and it looks pretty cool from outside. There's a nice garden, and yeah, that's it. And we have reached Casa Marian. It would be our home for the night. We found our room, but they're still cleaning it, so we'll check in a while. So it's self-check-in, so we already have the keys, so we can go inside after a while. Till then, we'll rest. Yes, rest in this lobby area. And there's a fridge and a nice kitchen. Let me give you a tour of the room as I tour it myself. So they've given proper towels with some soap, nicely arranged bed, some bedside tables, the 2 bedside tables, lights, a clock. There's a nice terrace slash garden. Looks good. Okay, so the room opens up to this back door garden, and there's a barbecue over there. Nice views. I'll for sure sit over there. A nice closet. I can see a fan. Shocking. Then a really big TV, a table and a chair, a nice mirror. Then a massive washroom. When I say gigantic, I mean gigantic. So, another massive mirror, the wash basin, the toilet, the clothes heater, and then the shower area. Nice big shower head. Think it's nice?
Oh, it's very pretty. It's absolutely nice.
Cool. So we're going to rest over here, freshen up for a while, and then we'll go to eat. See you later. We have a guest over here. I just opened the window over here, actually the door to the terrace. And what's up? And we are off for lunch after freshening up. We are gonna go to a restaurant called Casa DRACULA. Our guide Adrian yesterday recommended this restaurant. We know what we are gonna order, so we'll show you once we go there. Yes. Yeah, it's gonna be traditional Romanian food from this region. Excited?
Oh, definitely. Enjoying the views and making our way to the restaurant.
Yes. The houses in Bucharest have a front yard, but the houses in Transylvania, mostly they have backyards. Down there is the parking for the citadel. We came through that, and now we'll walk up the cobblestone streets of the old town to reach Casa DRACULA. Now we are going to be entering the fortified city. A tourist train. This is what it looks like once we enter through the fortification gate. And this entrance gate is actually called the Tailor's Tower. We have the toy train again. Remember we took one like this in Marseille?
Yes.
Sighisoara is a Saxon village and a cozy historical city, right in the heart of Transylvania region of Romania. It's the only inhabited medieval fortress in Southeast Europe and is also listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
And in front there's the Turnul Cusias. It's grand. Nice clock tower.
Yes, it is.
And we are going to eat at Casa DRACULA. What do you think about the location?
It's epic.
Yeah, it's just next to the main tower. Smack in the center of the old town. Unfortunately, the restaurant is fully booked. So, you can only come here if you reserve it on a weekend. So, we are going to try to find a different place to eat.
Yes.
Found another restaurant. Looks happening. Yeah, it's inside a souvenir shop.
We are at La Strada. It's a very rustic looking, it's a very interesting place. We have randomly stumbled upon this place, but we have been informed that we have to wait for 40 minutes even after ordering because it's a rush time, right? I mean, it's has to be. It's like 2:30 p.m. past 2:30 p.m. right now, but it's full of tourists and all. It's very busy out there, so at least we found this one.
Here we have the mojito and Cuba Libre. The bean soup has arrived. So the bean soup with bone, it's in the bread. Looks pretty nice. Oh, it's actually not very thick. Do you want me to go in first?
Yes, please.
Let's see.
Careful.
Taste warm, hearty, everything that a soup should be.
Okay. It's very tasty. It's tasty.
What does it have inside?
Beans are there, onions are there,
Probably some bell peppers.
bell pepper, tomato, carrots, and traces of meat is also there.
Yeah, since it's cooked with the bone, it serves almost as a scooper. The bone marrow taste together with the beans, it's just legendary. You can now see why it's a popular dish.
Exactly.
It's a lot of food, but we're gonna finish it. These are the sarmalas. It's meat stuffed in cabbage. And this one's polenta with some pork. Pork which is grilled and cooked in its own fat. What do you think of the food?
Waiting to try this.
Oh
For now,
yes.
I'm into this one.
It's time to try out the pork. It's cooked in its own fat, it's in its own juices. You can see how fatty it is. Just gonna have some polenta with some grilled pork. Can tell that the pork is slow cooked for a very long time. So probably it's not really grilled, but it's cooked maybe in a pressure cooker in its own juices, in its own fat. It's really soft. It's like shredded meat.
Yeah, just look
Just-
into this. Yeah,
It's stuffed beautifully.
yeah. It's just too good. So full. But we had so many pork dishes, to be honest. But this one is just too good. I mean,
The best of the lot.
yeah. Any pork items I have had up until this moment, this had to be at the
Very top.
yes, definitely any day.
Yeah, my two favorite pork dishes from the trip would be the barbecue from the first day,
yes.
the ribs, and this one. The ribs was also very nice.
This was nice, yeah.
Yeah. We are so full now. Now we better move on with our drinks and then start our sightseeing.
Yes.
Blown away by the meal, honestly. This was the place. La Strada. There's a traditional dance going on in the city center, and we're gonna check it out now. One more performance. This one is Vlad. মজা আসছে তো?
কোনো কথা হবে না, ফ্ল্যাটটাকে দেখে নিয়েছি, আর কি চাই?
And we have a beautiful viewpoint. So this is the Holy Trinity Church. The viewpoint towards the back of the city hall is marvelous. And we have just spotted some houses with eyes. So, eye of the house. Don't they look like eyes? The Biserica Monastery. So this basilica was used as an artillery before. So this is also a Protestant church and it costs 10 lei each to come inside. They hand out a guide in the language of your liking. In front of us is the blacksmith's tower.
Back in 1654, this covered staircase with 175 steps was built to help students reach the school near the church and other churchgoers throughout these icy winter months.
Enjoying it?
Oh yes, very it. It's cardio of the day.
Yeah, well, after having such a heavy meal, definitely.
To burn on the fat. Music while climbing. We've made it to the top.
The Lutheran church on the hill is actually called Biserica din Dil. Built in 1345 over an old Roman basilica, it was originally Catholic but turned Lutheran after the Reform.
The rope maker's tower.
The Saxon cemetery right around the corner from the church has a mix of new and old gravestones, and this almost abandoned cemetery is unusually beautiful.
This would be the other side of the cemetery. Yep. So instead of climbing down the stairs, we decided to take the windy scenic route down the mountain. So yeah, let's see where it meets actually the stairs.
It's there.
Oh, alright.
The stairs are right.
Yeah. So
And the car is
this is the
coming up.
street. Remarkable how the car can come up here as well. Anyways, so down there we have the opening of the stairways. So we've actually circled the entire staircase.
Yes.
You've got a lot of Dracula themed restaurants in the city as well. For example, this one.
Concept chok, chapter chok, semi-goal chok.
অনেকগুলো চোখ।
প্রচুর ভেরিয়েশন।
Bell tower. And let's see. ওটা কোন মেকারের টাওয়ার?
মেকারের টাওয়ার।
রক মেকার, ব্ল্যাকস্মিথ,
রূপ মেকার হয়ে গেছে, আয়রন স্মিথ হয়ে গেছে, টেলার,
সেলসম্যান, মুচি, দর্জি। কিরে এটা কোন মেকারের?
বুট মেকারস টাওয়ার।
আচ্ছা, bootmaker's tower. So you can't really go inside because they have a board here called no visit, but you can always come up to the top. It's not the top, but the top of the staircase. Enjoying? The nodding answers the question. Clear view of the Roman Catholic Church from here. I think that we have covered everything that there is to see in Sighisoara.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we are resting.
Yeah, now we're just resting in a
We had a long
square
day
over
today.
here. It was a very long day.
Yes.
Yeah. And the idea today would be to chill in the evening, to take it slow. So we will just go back to the hotel and have some tea, have dinner over there, and rest for the rest of the evening. And tomorrow we'll be taking the train to Bucharest. It's a very long train
hours.
journey. It's
More than 6
It's
hours,
more than 6
actually.
hours.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's on time, that is.
That too is a very valid point. Yeah.
Yes, and yeah, that's it. Beautiful. So
How was it today?
it was very good, like every day. Yeah. The train journey, it was fun. The views were good.
The views were good.
The seats could have been better. The washroom could have been better.
Oh, much better.
But I think the highlight for
Yes,
me
was-
of today was the lunch.
yeah.
This place definitely, but the lunch, yes. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so we'll see you in the next vlog. From Sighisoara tomorrow we'll go to Bucharest. From where we'll fly back to France the next morning. Yep, that's it.
See you
Ciao.
tomorrow.